Welcome back to another video. So today is day 3 of Vlogmas. Vlogmas. It's kind of Vlogmas, but it's not Vlogmas at the same time. I want it to be Vlogmas, but I don't know if I want to vlog because I have college and I'm like, I don't know if anyone in college would particularly like actually being in videos because like they're shy and yeah. So I decided that some of my Vlogmas days wouldn't all be Christmas related like the video I'm currently filming. Now I have filmed the previous 2 days of Vlogmas right this second, obviously because I have college, as I've previously explained in the other videos. If you haven't watched them, I will link them in the eye and they will be at the very end of the video. You can just click on them. I have to do now that I have to do that now that I've said it, so if you don't, I apologise. So today's video is more like a, as you can see from the title actually, it's like a paranormal story time. I have been watching Hayley Reese, Loie Ling and Andrew TMI recently, well for the last like few months, month or so. And I know that Hayley talks about paranormal activity and so does, what's her name? Loie. And they inspired me to share some of my stories. Just a disclaimer, if you get like scared easily, this is not a particularly scary one. This is just what you can see from the title. Yeah, so let's get into it. Okay, so this is obviously going to be like a short story time. I've got notes. I do apologise, I can't remember it all from my brain. But I 100% believe that the night in question, someone was definitely looking over me. Yeah, I am very dramatic. Okay, if you're a skeptic, like, please no hate. Like, you can be skeptical, you can give your opinion, but I don't want you to say that you're lying to me because this is what I actually believe, even though realistically we'll get into what I'm about to say, but I'm just saying, please no hate. Anyway, so to start this off, it was actually Christmas time 2 years ago when I was still in contact with my foster parents, but I was no longer living with them, so they invited me back for Christmas. I was also living in supported accommodation. The only reason they were going to invite me anyway, but I would have been in the house on my own if they hadn't invited me, because the woman in supported lodgings was actually going to see her family because obviously it's Christmas. Yeah, so I was still in very like good contact with them, and we were on really good terms. If you don't know, we're not on good terms anymore, but whole different story. So they invited me to their house to spend Christmas with them, obviously instead of staying in the house on my own, like because the last however many years I had spent Christmas with them. So you know, it was a bit like, it would have been a bit weird if I you know, spent Christmas on my own. So I was there, I think like a couple of days before like actual Christmas. So I was there from like the 22nd maybe. Don't quote me on that, I don't know the actual facts. And I also usually like wrap the presents and stuff like that, like helped around, so like the person didn't have to. I was almost saying her name then. So Christmas Eve comes, we're all getting ready because we have a huge they have a huge Christmas Eve party, like when they invite all the friends and stuff like that, and family friends. So we were just chilling in the kitchen, as you do, because all the snacks were in the kitchen and I love snacks and all the alcohol. I was about to say will I get demonetized? Then realised I don't earn enough. No, I don't get enough views to actually get demonetized, so that's fine. Yeah, so I was eating pork crackling. If you don't know what that is, then I'm not gonna explain it to you because it's actually gross, but I actually quite like pork crackling. And I actually eat things way too fast, like way too fast. I'm like scoffing this pork crackling down, and I'm like, oh shit, and like I start coughing, and I'm like, right, okay, I should probably slow down. I did not slow down. And then I kept eating the pork crackling, and I started to choke. Now, I literally, like, I am first aid trained, so I know not to panic, because if you panic, you can have a panic attack, you can pass out, which isn't good for getting the stuff out of your fucking gob. So yeah, I'm like, I realised like after that, and I'm like trying to breathe, but I can't breathe or cough, and oh, it's my cat. I turn to my friend and my foster carer's friend, and they kind of looked at me and were like, because I was going red, and they were like, are you okay? And I was like, I couldn't, like I could only breathe out, I could not breathe in, which is kind of fucking weird. So yeah, I literally like so yeah, they both like sort of like, whoa, like and this my foster carer was trained in first aid, so she knew, I think she was the only one in the room that knew like how to perform like the thing for choking. So she was like proper engrossed into a conversation now. I mean like proper engrossed, like they shouted like at least 5-6 times before she even turned around and said what. And like when she even did say what, she kind of just stared at me like, what do you want, sort of thing, like I was in the middle of a conversation, that's really rude, sort of thing. And like she just like, she didn't say anything, and I went, help me, but I sort of went, help me, like I couldn't breathe, I couldn't talk really much. And one of the friends went, she's choking, and then she came, hit my back, which felt like more than 5 times. I even asked her, I was like, did you hit my back more than 5 times? But yeah, so I finally spat it up, and I actually survived. Now you're probably thinking, right, where the fuck is this paranormal sort of situation come in? Now, I believe this happened, but you may not, because yeah, just because I was like, so I was actually really scared that this happened. Like I didn't think I was gonna die because I knew that I was in good hands, but obviously after that, and after I spat it out, I was shaking. I had to have like 6-7 vodka jelly shots, and I'm not actually over exaggerating either, I did, because I was so freaking thankful. And she kind of looked at me because she saw like how relieved I was, and bear in mind now, they are very religious, well, not very religious, but they are religious, and obviously I'm a Christian too. And they sort of think, she sort of said like, you know, you think someone was looking over you tonight, and I went, I was like, oh my god, 100%, like my guardian angel was totally looking over me tonight. Because if you think about it, I don't know, anyway, if you to this day, I know, regardless of whether technically my guardian angel didn't technically save my life, but there was definitely someone there making sure that I survive, maybe because I have a bigger purpose in life. Now that's going way too deep, I do apologise. Anyway, yeah, so technically my foster did save me, but there was definitely a higher power at work. So after this, I actually had like a bit to drink to calm myself down. As I did say, I had one of the punches that they had, and they had like peach schnapps, it had vodka, like it was loads of alcohol mixed in together. Surprisingly, it wasn't hungover the next day for Christmas Day, but that's fine. But I was allowed to drink because I was 17, so it wasn't too far. It's only like 2 months away from my 18th, so that's fine. Yeah, so that was my story. I do apologise. I was going to say I do apologise if you don't believe me, but I don't actually care. If you don't believe me, then that is totally your opinion, and everyone's entitled to have their opinions. But that is exactly what I believe, and yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to smash a like and subscribe down below if you are new. I will see you in the next one. Merry Christmas! Oh my god, why did I do that? Bye!